to Shea with Peg Leg. Appreciate y'all being here. All my regular subscribers, all the new people, thank you for tuning in. Stopping by in your busy day, checking out the Shea video. Really appreciate it. Okay, today, soap. Another sample by DJ. I've got so many of these, that's all I'm going to be doing for a long time, is soap samples from DJ. Appreciate it, DJ. There's a lot of soap. This is Declaration Grooming Darkfall. It's a spicy oriental designed to capture the spirit of fall in the rural south. Agarwood, amber, and benzoin provide a deep, warm base for the cinnamon clove top notes. Birch tar adds a slight smokiness that represents the ever-present smell of burning leaves that heralds the arrival of fall in Georgia. And it does have a good smokiness to it. That's the pour. It's just a sample. They've scooped from a full-size tub and crammed it into one of these. I got whipped up turning my Tansy Joker brush, 26 millimeter. I bought this as a yak horn brush or bowl, made out of yak horn. I've also seen it listed as an ox horn. It could be cow horn for all we know, unless you run a DNA sample on it. Who cares? It's a horn bowl. How about that? Horn bowl for the horny. Today's razor from Dave in Kentucky, a double-edged safety razor. That's all it says, both sides. And that side it says fits any double-edged blade. Same on that side. The ends say nothing. And this is what it looks like. I have an L01 blade in it. They're Swedish steel, titanium coated. The end tabs do stick out, and it has these square posts instead of round. It still fits the blade though, so just a little different design. We're going to give that one a shot. I was playing with my Ronson for a little bit, and I finally just got frustrated because a regular DE blade, the Ronson is a self-stropping. It's got a strop on the backside. You play with it anyways. It's got a strop on a roller, and you roll it in your hand to strop the blade. And it's two-sided. You got to flip it over and everything. We'll get into it. But anyways, a regular DE blade will fit in there. I just have to work it out. You can only trim so much of the tab off because you have to make a little notch. Because I tried trimming, I didn't feel safe with it. It would probably work. I tried trimming the tabs back far enough that where the little notches are didn't interfere, that it was just a flat blade, and you just dropped it in and clamped it down, and it would probably stay. I just didn't feel tonight. I just didn't feel comfortable with that, and I was trying to put notches in a blade for it to fit, and that wasn't working either. What I usually ended up doing was splitting the blade, so it was one blade would go up, one blade would go down. Anyways, just telling you troubles I had. Plus, I was doing it in the semi-dark, and I'm mostly frustrated. Last couple days, kind of frustrated. So you remember correctly, I had to go get Mom from rehab on Monday because her insurance company kicked her out again. Said they weren't going to pay anymore. Even though she wasn't ready to come home, she's not strong enough. Double-edged safety razor. That thing's got some blade feel to it. Hang on a minute. Let me look at something. Let me pause this. If you look, blade exposure is more there than it is here. Hang on. Be right. Yeah, those square or rectangular posts really don't place the blade correctly. Let's see. See, it's still got more exposure on this side and that side. I don't know if I can fix that. It's almost like this side's not aggressive, this side is. So let's go with not aggressive. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be or not. See, that's not that aggressive. That's got a lot of blade feel compared to the other side. Huh. You didn't see that. I should have showed it to you. The residual slickness that was on my face when I did the mild side, it took off the lather. I flipped it over to the more aggressive side and did it. There was no lather showing. It took off the residual slickness and left like a lather strip on the blade that you can see. So that's going to be an interesting razor to play with. This really does have a good smokiness to it. All right, let's see what goes on here. This is like standing next to a campfire, the smokiness in this. It's that pronounced. All right. Not much today. There really wasn't a lot to talk about. Going to use the mild the milder side of it to go across the grain of my neck. And yes, it's late here. It's after midnight. It's almost 12:30 when I started. And now my dog wants to go out because she hasn't had her late night bathroom trip yet. Because I was going to go outside after this, take her out. All right. $131.1606. Guy Fawkes, Thomas Wintour, Ambrose Rookwood, and Robert Keyes were all executed for their parts in the gunpowder plot to assassinate King James I of England. If you remember, James was supposed to let Catholics practice their religion again, and he kind of reneged on that when he was crowned, and Catholics were still poo-pooed. They were all to be hanged, drawn, and then quartered, because that was a penalty for high treason. And it was supposed to have happened opposite the building they had planned to blow up. Where the House of Lords would be opening Parliament. The convicted traitor would be fastened to a hurdle or wooden panel and drawn by horse to the place of execution, where he was then hanged almost to the point of death. Then emasculated, not castrated. Castrated is just losing the testes. Emasculated is you lose it all, gentlemen. Your favorite toy and his boys are gone. Then he was disemboweled, beheaded, and then quartered. Just to make sure he was dead. Keyes did not wait for the hangman's command to drop him. He jumped from the gallows, but he survived the drop and the hanging, and was led to the quartering block and emasculated, beheaded, and quartered. Although weakened by his torture, Fawkes managed to jump from the gallows and break his neck, thereby avoiding the agony of the gruesome later part of his execution. And the quartering part was just for good luck, just to make sure that they were dead. But also what they did is they used 4 horses and tied a rope to each horse, and then tied one to each arm, each leg, and then had the horses pull in opposite directions, 4 different directions, out like a star pattern, and rip your arms and legs off. And then to all the major cities, a piece of your body would be shipped and put on a spike so people could see it and gawk at it and smell it stinking up the square for days on end, weeks on end afterwards. Which was better than what the Romans used to do which was, well, and the Greeks used to do it. Alexander the Great executed a couple people this way too. They would take trees and bend them down, hold them down, stake them down, tie a rope to the top of the tree, each tree, and then tie the other end of that rope to each of your legs, and then release the trees, and they snap up like that, and it would split you. If it didn't rip your legs off, it would split you down the middle. Men can be flippin' gruesome when it comes to frickin' tortures. Gruesome. I'll say it again. Gruesome. Yeah, that was what was awaiting all of them. And Fawkes broke his neck before that would happen. They did hang him, though, to the point where he was almost dead. That is a weird razor. Because I almost want to say that it was designed to be aggressive and non-aggressive at the same time. One side to be more aggressive than the other side. Because I played with this thing. I had that happen before I started the video. And I played with it like 4 times. And every time I put it together, it looks okay. It looks almost okay. The bottom side there, that has more exposure. See? But not much. Just a little bit. And you figure with as much blade feels I'm getting off of this thing. Maybe I wasn't giving it. Yeah, I got it now. I don't think I was giving it the right attack angle that it wanted to cut the hairs. All right. Oh, on this date in 1846, after the Milwaukee Bridge War, Juneautown and Kilbourne Town, one on the east side, one on the west bank of the Wisconsin River. unified as the city of Milwaukee after they had a little war over bridges. Because each town was controlling certain bridges, and it was just all, they had all kinds of disagreements over it and fights and shit. Because, you know, men being stupid, fighting over stupid things. It's your bridge, you built it. Yeah, but that ends on your side of the town, so you maintain it. No, it's your bridge, you built it. No, that ends on your side of town, so you maintain it. The same with our bridge. That ends on your side of town, over on your side, at your town, so you maintain it. And we do the same with your bridge. No, you built that bridge, you maintain the whole thing. We built this bridge, we'll maintain the whole thing. No. We're not fighting good. And they start shooting each other, beating each other up, sabotaging bridges, making them fall down. That's the shit that happened. Anyways. And they finally came to terms, joined the two towns were directly across from each other over the river. And when they finally came together, they decided to call it one place, Milwaukee, which is an Indian word for land of peace, I believe it is, or Native American word, whatever. I don't know about you guys, but we played cowboys and Indians when I was a kid, not cowboys and Native Americans. So it's kind of stuck in my head. And in 1928, Scotch tape was first marketed by the 3M company. A piece of gentleman John Allen block that I broke. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, that side with more blade peel is one I use for most of the shave. Yeah. Yeah. About a 3 on the face and about a 5 on the neck. Oh yeah. Good stuff. And during the Depression era, when Scotch tape first came out, it was very, very popular because people were using it to hold everything together. Books, curtains, clothing. It was very, very popular. Witch hazel. Even Goodyear used it on the inside of their dirigibles, their blimps. They used it to coat the metal pieces, the metal ribs that held all the cloth and canvas together for the blimp. They used it to coat the metal pieces to keep them from rusting. We're just going to use Aqua Belva Musk with that nice smoky scented soap. That's a good scent. That's a good scent to go with that. It really is. I debated on a couple of things, and this one won out. Dove Men Care Plus Ultra Hydra Cream. And that, gents, is the shave of the day. Done on Wednesday for Tuesday. Sorry. I was telling you about Mom. She came home. I got her home. She was exhausted walking from the car to inside to the porch, and she had to sit down. And she did. And it's only like 12 feet. She was just exhausted. And that was unusual for her because she's been walking a lot more than that when she was still in rehab before they kicked her out. So I was like, So after sitting down for about 20 minutes, she decides she wants to make an attempt to come up the 3 stairs. She couldn't even lift her leg up to get on the first stair. She was gone. She was absolutely finished. So I ended up having to call paramedics to get them out here to help her up the stairs, because they have what's called a chair lift, which it has tracks on it like a bulldozer, so that they can cover the edge of 2 stairs at once and keep rolling up, so instead of like trying to pull a wheelchair up the stairs one at a time. Blump, blump. No, it's a smooth transition up. So they have one of those, and they start talking to her. What are you going to do when you get inside? Are you going to be able to walk, like to go to the bathroom, to do anything? She's like, I don't know. She said, I just feel so weak all of a sudden. I don't know what's wrong with me, blah, blah. So anyways, they end up taking her back to the hospital, because she doesn't know why she's so weak all of a sudden. All of a sudden, she just can't move. She's just totally exhausted. Okay, so they take her to the hospital. They take her up to the hospital, and her insurance company refuses to admit her. Refused to admit her because it was not life-threatening. They refused. Okay, so they bring her home. Well, not the same team. They had a call, and they take her in. They drop her off, and everything. Hospital looks at her and says, no, not life-threatening. Your insurance company said, no, you got to go. So they call an ambulance to bring her back home. So they bring her back home. This ambulance crew gets here, and they have to call another crew because they don't have a lift chair in their ambulance. They got to call another ambulance that does to come out and try and get her up the stairs. And she starts getting sick, and she throws up. It's like, okay, something's wrong here. She lost all of her strength. Now her stomach's upset and she's throwing up. So now they take her to another hospital that's actually closer, that she doesn't like as much, and she take her. And they got a hold of their doctor that was on staff for the ambulance company. And he, according to state law, he can override a bunch of shit. If he says person needs to be admitted, they get admitted regardless. And that's what he did. He said, because they explained everything to him what was going on, and he said she gets admitted to the hospital. So she was there last night. She's going to be there again tonight. They're still running tests on her. They don't know what's wrong with her. And she was telling me today when I was up there to see her that she said, I think I just panicked. I just froze up. I think that's all that happened to me. My nerves got to me. I was so afraid of not being able to go up the stairs that I think I just panicked. I was like, okay. So when she comes home, we're going to try again. But her insurance company's got to go, but this woman is being so freaking stubborn, she will not sign off on dropping the insurance company and going straight Medicare and Medicaid. Because if you got Medicare and Medicaid, whatever Medicare doesn't cover, Medicaid will pick up in the state of Florida. If that's what you have. Because she's low income. She's Social Security. She can get that. And they will let her stay in a rehab until she's ready to come home. Instead of her insurance company say, no, we paid enough, you're out the door. We don't care what condition you're in. You got to go home. But she's stubborn. Well, the insurance company, they do this and they do that, and Medicare doesn't do that. It's like, mother, you're talking about a couple of minor freaking things that mean nothing in the grand scheme of things if they keep kicking you out of places you need to be. I'm beating my head against the wall trying to explain this to her, and the wall is winning. Alright guys, anyways, that's the update on Mom. She's still in the hospital. I don't know how long. Probably be home tomorrow. Alright, I'll let this ramble on long enough. Alright guys, take care out there. I appreciate you being here. Don't forget the affiliate link. When it hits $25 in that account, I will get a $25 gift card and give it back to you guys. And we're creeping up on 400 subscribers. When we hit 400, I will do another giveaway. I am going to do a razor this time, and it's probably going to be the Ariana and Evans B1 Lancer razor. I'm probably going to do that one. The spring-loaded twist open type. It's got the doors that squeeze the handle. Anyways, I was looking at that razor myself, but I got enough twist opens and bullshit. I don't want it. But I will. It's probably what I'll do for 400. Something different. Okay? And don't forget to check out the 4 channels I put in the description box. Give those guys a like and a sub. I appreciate y'all being here. Go to bed. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I appreciate you being here. I gotta go let my dog out. She's still whining out there. Alright guys, appreciate it. Thank you very much. Done with the babbling fat guy in the camera. You're in the chair next. Happy shaves out there.